Marathon Peak Performance.
You hate to say that it's your time. I'm probably not much different than a lot of these guys in that I put my heart and soul into it. You kind of know, you get them fuzzy feelings everywhere when you think all the stars are lining up, and this morning I felt like all the stars were lining up.
From Brookville, Indiana, Dollar Bill Lowen. Bill Lowen started the day with 45 pounds even. He's got 5 fish here today. Looking for 12-14 to take the lead. 5 all alive. 17 pounds, 10 ounces with 62 pounds, 10 ounces. Dollar Bill is back in the lead where he sat most of the day on Bass Live. Bill Lowen, 5 fish away from his very first Bassmaster Elite Series event, man, and I know you have wanted this for a long, long time. Woo. But I gotta tell you, at this point, man, you're 5 fish away from this.
Number 2.
And I'm watching you fish, and I'm like, please, fish gods, make this be his time.
Look how fat. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy how fat they are. Like me. Boom.
Let's hear it for Dollar Bill Lowen, your tournament leader.
I am fishing in my comfort zone. It's been fun out there all week, regardless of what happens. It's been a blast up till now. Got to thank everyone out here in this crowd for coming. Without y'all, this wouldn't be possible.
Love it.
Once again, every time that I fish on a Saturday or the third day, which today would be Monday, I pick a kid out of the crowd to get a Bassmaster membership. And right there, buddy, you're gonna get a Bassmaster membership. All right, you see my wife right there, and give her your information. You know, when I was his age, all I wanted to do was stand on this stage and be a professional angler and fish the Bassmaster Classic, and Bassmaster Magazine will help you do that. So yeah, I look forward to getting back out there in that Express and that Yamaha tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, day number 4, setting in a good spot. Don't get many opportunities like this. We're gonna take full advantage of it today. Don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna put my head down and fish my guts out. And God willing, it'll be. If not, we'll go to the next one. Let's go. It's not necessarily gonna be tough as a fishery, because it's gonna be phenomenal. When I say it's gonna be tough because you know when you put that boat in the water, you're gonna have to catch 20 pounds a day. I mean, I was expecting it to be a little off-colored, but not like night and day difference from yesterday. Maybe that'll put mud in the big one's eyes and they'll bite. This is my signature series jig from Lure Parts Online. It's a 3/8 of an ounce, so it'll actually flow with the current. You know, I feel like everything in nature flows with the current that bass feed on. You know, crawfish, shad, whatever that may be. Bass sit there and wait, and their ambush point for the bait to come by. And if you can make that jig float or flow with that current into that cover, I feel like it gets you a lot more bites. It just looks more natural, and I always think that the more natural you can be, the better off you're gonna be. You see that real black looking log? I had a foot of water over it yesterday. I mean, I probably can't even get up there to it. Right here tells you, you see under that tree right there, where you can see the arch, see all the way under it? Couldn't see under that tree yesterday. Couldn't see under that yesterday. Not good for Mr. Bill Lowen this morning. Wow. Come on, 360, show me something out here to throw at. The water has dropped at least a foot and my water's got really muddy. I'm just gonna hustle up through here and hit what I consider the high percentage spots. And if it doesn't work out, we're just gonna scrap this and we're gonna go fishing. You know what, sometimes them are the best days you have, and I'm not gonna let it bother me. We're top 10, the worst we can do is 10th, but we're just gonna put our head down and we're gonna go fishing. So stay with us, don't leave us. I lost a good friend that is the reason I'm here.
Billy was William Backman's son and Bill Lowen's best friend. The two grew up hunting and fishing the Ohio River, dreaming of becoming pro anglers. Billy Backman was only 21 when drugs took over his life. After struggling to deal with his son's death, Billy's father invited Lowen over to his house. Here, one day in 2004, he offered to pay his entry fees to fish the Elite Series.
That gives me that little extra drive every day to go out there and do well, not only for myself, but for them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be there. I mean, so many people are responsible for me being here. My buddy's parents, my family. It would be amazing. Yeah, it's way cleaner over here. Now if we can just get one to bite, give us a clue. When it rains, it pours, boys. When it rains, it pours. Anybody got any hush puppies? He whacked it. I thought, here we go. When it rains, it pours. There'll be a bass. Oh. Well, it ain't a big one, but it's a bass. We ain't going zero. Maybe we're not gonna leave yet. I mean, he smoked it. When I set the hook and the rod bowed up, I thought it was a drum. It felt so heavy, you know? Whew. Caught a 4-pounder off that dock right there a few days ago. Another little puppy love under there. Do I want to win this event? Absolutely. Do I want it? I think I want it more for everybody else than I do for myself. I guess that's just kind of the way I am. So yeah, to win this thing would be absolutely amazing. I'd love to do it for myself, and I'd love to absolutely do it for my fans and my family. I kiss Matt Herron on the lips right now. All right, put your head down and go fishing. Put your head down and go fishing. And I'll be honest with you, I don't even know how to put it into words. As long as I can remember, being a little kid, I can always remember wanting to be like Denny Brower someday.
The new champion, Denny Brower has done it.
You know what the moral of this story is, right? Slow down. Here comes the rain. So with that being said, I think we've all, as anglers, whether it's from being a little kid to a 50-year-old man, we as bass fishermen have all had that dream to be on the biggest stage in fishing. So to be able to be on that stage and live my dream and be the best ambassador for this sport that I can be, like I said, I'm so glad to be part of that, and I can't put it into words. Yes, sir. You know, I think we as anglers, or maybe even as fans, truly don't realize how important one bite can be. Oh, Nancy. Oh, baby, stay on. Please stay on. Oh, my gosh. Please. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah! Woo! Look at the size of that one. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Denny Brower sent me a message last night and told me to catch him a 7-pounder on a black and blue jig. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that thing. Woo! Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh. I don't know, it's big. It is big. Folks at home, it's giant. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking, just in my head, I'm flipping docks with a black and blue jig, and I'm thinking about Denny telling me that last night. He sends me a message. You know, me and Denny Brower are really good friends, and we were practice partners before he retired, and he sends me messages all the time when I'm doing well, and he's like, buddy, go out there and catch me a 7-pounder on a black and blue jig. And I think it's bigger than a 7. It might be close to a 10. All I know, buddy, is it's a big one. And that's number 5. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how big it is. We're gonna have to weigh it, find out. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, buddy. Oh, look at this. I left that out. Guess we won't be putting that back on, are we? You know what? It don't matter how big it is. Let's just keep fishing. I seen her come up and I was like, oh my Lord. She's freaking giant. Please stay on. Woo! Thank God for a 20-pound B.A.S.S. Woohoo! How big? 8, 9? I mean, it's big. I'm talking about full-grown Denny Brower, get you some of that. I don't have any idea how big that fish is. I mean, that's an 8-pounder for sure. Don't think. I honestly think it's closer to a 10, but I'm not gonna say that. I mean, it's freaking big. I don't even know what to say right now. I mean, to catch a fish like that on championship, whatever day it is, it's hard to explain. You know, I mean, there's a lot of emotions going on right now. I got a lot of people pulling for me, a lot of people helping me out. You know, I come to the bluff stuff because Matt Herron, you know, him and I are practice partners now, and he caught some fish on some bluffy stuff yesterday right at the end of the day before the cut was made. He was like, look, you got to go check some of that bluff stuff if your stuff gets messed up. So I ran and did that, got me a couple bites, got me settled down. And I'm kind of in between bluffs right now, so I just figured I'd fish these docks out. I got some bites on these docks in practice. And then I had the thought in my head of Denny Brower sending me a message last night about catching him a 7-pounder on a black and blue jig. And I literally, it's crazy how things happen. That next dock down, I was literally thinking about that message and got that big bite there. I don't know how daggone big it is. All I know is it's giant. I got 4 just little keepers in there. I need to catch me some more 4-pounders and freaking close this thing out. So we're just gonna keep our head down. I'm just gonna keep running bluffs and docks and whatever kind of little kearney break stuff I can find to throw my jig around. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, I caught a giant on championship Tuesday. So it's all good. Oh my goodness. Freaking missed him. Today I kind of lost a little bit of that just because the day was going so bad and so tough, and I'd lost a couple fish. But I think that fish at the end gave me the confidence in do what I'm doing and know that it's the right thing to do. I just got to get the right bites and put them in the boat. Look how fat they are. Short and fat. I can look back on my career, or even last season, and think of that one fish that I lost that would have made a huge difference. You know, whether that be finishing 10 places better, or maybe even win an event. Come on, fish, please. Man, there's so much grass and just everything makes it feel like a bite. Something keeps saying docks in the mouth of that creek, you know? Oh goodness, are you serious right now? Oh, that was a bite for sure. Heads up. Man, why are they not getting hold of it now? Didn't feel like much, but it was a bite. Gosh, I'm so freaking trigger happy right now. You know? It's like... So I can't stress how important that one bite can be. It can be a career changer. But that one bite is gonna change somebody's life. It's gonna change... Somebody whopped it. Somebody's career. But not only is it gonna affect that angler, it's also gonna affect his fans. It's gonna change their lives. You know what I mean? It's gonna change their lives in the fact that they got to watch that moment happen. Oh God. They got to live their dreams through that angler. Yes! So when we say it's gonna change one angler's life, I don't know if he's gonna help. I truly believe it's gonna change. It could change 20,000 anglers' lives. Nice call. That's a nice fish. Let's go. Let's go! I've had all the fun I can take. We're on our way in. Got about 7 minutes left. Fished my heart out. My primary area was trashed from the mud and the wind, and the waters fell over a foot. A lot of the places where I was catching them was dry. So we had to basically start over. I just put my head down and went fishing. Fished the way I've been fishing all week. Caught an absolute giant. I mean, regardless of what happens in here, I've done all I could do today. And I mean, to catch a fish like I caught today on championship day is, I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. See what happens. That's all we can do at this point. I feel like I'm gonna puke. You know, we both grew up fishing the Ohio River. It was, it's the toughest place in the world to fish as far as I'm concerned. So he would basically, I would say that any of my friends would say is just do what you do and you'll be just fine.
Oh my God.
So when I say it's gonna be tough knowing on yourself that you have to catch those giant weights. And hey, at the end of the day, it's all about catching those big bass on the big stage and having those big dreams.
19 Bassmaster top 10s, 3 times a bridesmaid from Brookville, Indiana, Dollar Bill Lowen. Looking for 18 pounds, 2 ounces. 20 pounds, 11 ounces. 20 pounds, 11 ounces, and with 83 pounds, 5 ounces, it is finally Dollar Bill's day. 83 pounds and 5 ounces. An 11-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, and finally a Bassmaster Elite Series champion. That may be the most important bass of Bill Lowen's life. It needs to be better than 7-11 to take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass. 8 pounds, 5 ounces. Dollar Bill runs the board.
I don't even know what to say. You know, a lot of you don't know the story of how I got here to where I'm at. You know, I had a really good friend that died, and his family gave me my opportunity to chase my dream, and I'd give it all up if he was still here today. And I know he's looking down right now, smiling. And yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, this is like my 14th year, and I've had some seconds, and there's so much dedication that goes into it, and so much with my family support. And I mean, I think I wanted it more for them than I do for myself, because you know, they go through the hard nights and the long days and the sacrifices and the struggles just like I do. And it's awesome. It's amazing. I want to thank everybody here for coming and sharing it with me.
A family that has truly lived and breathed the Bassmaster dream.
Marathon Peak Performance.